All at no expense to you from
Stephan Stearns,
an inmate at
Osceola County Corrections Department.
To accept this call, press or say 5. To refute, this call will be recorded and subject to monitoring at any time. Thank you for using IC Solutions. You may begin speaking now.
I thought we weren't going to hear from you till tomorrow.
Yeah, I didn't realize that I could actually call right back after the 15 minutes was up.
I'm not walking, so it's just going to be you and me.
Okay, that's fine. You'd been asking me where the watch was, and I tried to quickly convey those instructions to you. Did you still need me to go over that with you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So at the foot of my bed, there's a bunch of my, boxes from when I moved there.
Yes.
On top of those boxes, there should be a green tin with kind of like a gold eagle on the top of it. It's like a Warhammer ammo box tin. The watch is either in there, or if it's not in there, it's going to be in one of the boxes at the foot of my bed. If you look inside, there's a Disney popcorn kit in the shape of a Star Wars mouse droid.
Guys, do you hear this shit? I just want you to hear this. This is a man who is being charged with the unaliving of a 13-year-old child that there has been proof. So the unaliving looks like he did it. Still not 100% sure. But you know what's 100% sure? That he was messing actually with this child from the age of 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. So this guy, Stephan Stearns, who's now incarcerated, they actually have video and photos and evidence of a relationship, an actual relationship he was having with Maddie Soto, who was found 4 days after her 13th birthday, unalived, with the life being taken from her. Okay? He's being charged with that. The girlfriend, his girlfriend is the mom of the girl that was found murdered. Okay? And the mom, Jenn Soto, let's get that name out there. Jenn Soto was walking and breathing fresh oxygen like me and you. Now, Stephan is incarcerated where he damn well should be. But the woman that handed over her daughter, like a plate of donuts, she's walking free. That pisses me off because in her home, she would send her child into a bed with this man because she wasn't actually active. She didn't want to be bothered, said the mom. Now, did she know what was going on with her daughter and with Stephan? I would believe so because, well, you live there, you know your daughter, his underwear is in her laundry, and, you have to know what's going on with your kid. There's no excuse. And when Jenn Soto makes a comment to the cops by saying her biggest fear was having a Woody Allen scenario where her boyfriend leaves her for her daughter, and we're to believe that she didn't know anything. Here's what we do know. Jenn Soto said she was on medication. She didn't feel sexually active. She also said that was uncomfortable with Stephan because he was larger or thicker. Think about that. So you have him sleep with your daughter? Why is Jenn Soto walking around here like she has done nothing wrong? Why hasn't she been charged with child endangerment at the very least? She lied to the police when she said she saw Maddie in the morning that Maddie was unalived. She lied to the police when she looked at her daughter, who everybody else knew was unalived, being propped in a car seat, in the passenger seat next to him. Everybody looking at that photo knew that Maddie was no longer of this earth. But her mom looks at it and says, she's sleeping. Why is this woman walking around breathing oxygen and not smelling the metal of the jail cells? Why? What do you have to do to be convicted? Or how much do we have to tell police before they do their job? Investigate the shit. The DA should have plenty of evidence to put this guy away for life. Why are we giving immunity to the mother that allowed this to happen? That is what I have a problem with. But guys, let's continue on, because Jenn Soto, she's not incarcerated. We can't hear her phone calls. This is the guy that has 100% definitely SA'd Maddie Soto for 4 to 5 years, because there's evidence. There's no questions asked. It is the truth. Jenn Soto didn't know anything about it. You mean to tell me the first time that happened, Maddie didn't complain to her mom? There was no evidence that anything happened to that child? Really? I don't believe that. I don't believe that for a second. No. Mm-mm. Let's continue on, because you're going to see this guy has nothing but toys. His parents are making it as comfortable for him as possible while he's incarcerated for SAing a child. I don't understand that. Why do you have to make things comfortable for this guy? Why should things be comfortable for this guy?
It's like a little silver box with wheels on it, basically, and a brown strap. It could be in there because I put some important stuff in there. I think my Social Security card and birth certificate might be in there as well. Did you get that?
Okay, so describe this Disney pin again.
It's a mouse droid popcorn bucket that's in one of the boxes at the foot of...
See, what they're doing now is the dad is trying to collect Stephan's belongings, and I would assume that he's going to try to sell it. So there's like 3 watches that apparently Stephan has. One is this Who Gives a Shit watch, I think, and one is a family watch, and then one is a Rolex that belonged to his maternal grandfather. And he has been accused of taking that watch, and at every point in time that his mother can mention that watch to try to get him off guard so that he admits to taking it, he's got the same thing. I haven't seen the watch. I don't know where the watch is. Basically stop accusing me of taking that watch. So the family watch, I don't know, but I assume it's some sort of heirloom. It might not. I think it's an Omega, which is still a nice watch, but it's not going to fetch what a Rolex fetches. This guy is going to be... He's never coming out of prison, Stephan Stearns. That's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. He's either going to be unalived by old Sparky up there, or he's going to be unalived by some prison punishment by inmates because of the paperwork that the guy has. Nobody likes him. There's bounties on his head now, right? And he's in jail. He's not. So that's what's going to happen to him. But he's concerned about how he could be as comfortable as possible after committing the heinous crimes over and over again that he did. And his parents, now knowing this, they know that he committed sex acts on Maddie. But still, they want things to be very comfortable for him. I don't understand that. I just don't understand that.
my bed. So it's like a little silver, little boxy-looking droid with a brown strap on it. It's actually a popcorn bucket. But I use it to store some documents and stuff, and the watch might be in there if it's not in the green tin on top of the boxes.
Popcorn bucket.
Yeah, okay.
Secret documents in a popcorn
some other
bucket.
things I wanted to ask. So you said that you went to the mental hospital. Whatever happened with...
I don't know what's happening. We don't know how to get a hold of anybody.
I see.
And supposedly it's on his institutionalized self.
So I think they're talking about Jenn and how Jenn is in a psych hospital now. All I could say is well played, Jenn, because I guess that's better than prison. But still, should people know what the hell you did in there, they should beat the hell out of you. Because you allowed this to happen. You allowed this to happen, Jenn Soto. And the fact that you are not being penalized by the law is disgusting. It's disgusting. Let's get stephan some root beer barrels.
Yeah, probably. What you said that was what, to keep the cops off of her?
Supposedly on the advice of her attorney.
I see. Did you guys ever get the silver Lincoln back?
Oh, no, we don't expect to see that until the trial.
Okay. And I assume none of them belonged to left it were able to be retrieved.
So the silver Lincoln is the car that he was using that supposedly Maddie's lifeless body was laying in. So that's when the dad says, yeah, I don't suspect that we're going to get that back till well after the trial. At least the dad is living in the land of realism where stephan, he's acting like he's trying to move like chess pieces around a checkerboard or checkers around a chessboard. He is just so full of what it sounds like and what it looks like. He's not a businessman. He's not negotiating anything. He shouldn't even be breathing, in my opinion. He shouldn't get a fucking thing. He should be sitting in a jail cell, sitting and thinking over and over again about what he did. Okay? And that should be the only thing. That should be the only thing. However he wants to view that, I don't care. He shouldn't be able to read books. He shouldn't be able to eat root beer barrels. He has all of his needs provided in that facility. He is not unclothed. He is dressed. He has been actually somebody who hasn't wanted to take a shower. They've had to make him take a shower, from my understanding. They've had to force him to take a shower. He hasn't wanted to get clean uniforms, from my understanding. So why they're going to take his commissary and shit away and make him come up to their standards, because for the first time, perhaps Stephan Stearns has to live by the rules of others, not by Stephan's rules. You know, somebody let this shit happen. Somewhere it was okay with him to do what he did to Maddie. Even if Jenn let him, the average person would be calling the cops on Jenn, on the mother of the child, not acting in on it. But not Stephan and his parents. They want to reward him with root beer barrels. Yeah.
Either, huh?
Yep. Okay. I mean, the police have the gun, you know, so that can be released to me. Of course, the phone I let you use, you know. So they said they would release that to me. So I got to see if I can get that.
Yeah, because obviously, I mean, I didn't even really use it, so.
By the way, the body camera, the camera in the sheriff's deputy's car that escorted you from Orange County to Osceola County, all that video and audio, somebody got a hold of, and it's out on the internet with YouTube.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
So that stuff is public information. And as much as I can't stand Florida, when you commit a crime in Florida, it becomes everybody's gossip. They put it out there. They put all the information out there. It's not that somebody got their hands on it. It's just that they start throwing it out. They don't care. They want to let people know exactly who you guys are. And that's one thing I don't have a problem with. I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with people knowing who you and Jenn are and what you did to Maddie. They should know. And if the parents have a problem with this shit, let them leave. Let them stop giving things and excuses for poor, awful, heinous, criminal, disgusting, vile, obscene behavior. Please like, subscribe, and share, and be better today than you were yesterday, not half as good as you'll be tomorrow.